Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, ain't it, neighbors? Gorgeous day, perfect weather. I mean, just everything's rocking along. I've got to go to Fort Worth to see a friend of mine who I've been selling records to and buying records from for 30 years or so. Old Fast Eddie. I'm going to take some records to him that I think he wants and maybe find some stuff there while I'm at it. And then, of course, I'm going to do my own looking around and seeing what I can find over near Fort Worth. So I'm leaving out about, I don't know. I've got to be there in 3 hours, so it's an hour drive over. That gives me a couple of hours good looking. Well, I have arrived among the beautiful people and the sights and bright lights of North Fort Worth, getting into Azle, Texas. I'm just going to do a little looking up around here before I go over there and see my buddy Eddie. So wish me luck. I've got some thrift shops and antique stuff up ahead. Well, good. Found an antique mall I haven't seen before. And it's always good to hit them when they're fairly new, because maybe nobody else has stopped and gone through the records. And I have mentioned that I really don't look at LPs, but sometimes I flip through to make sure 45s or 78s aren't stuck in between. And every now and then I'll run across a desirable LP. It's just not my thing. Well, case in point, there's a box of LPs, and in between was a 45 by one of my favorite people, Gene Summers, just lives a few miles from me. So I pay $2 for Gene Summers, then I get out here and notice the thing's autographed. Well, that's a bonus. Here's a new antique mall, fairly newish. I've been here once and found, I think, a decent 78 or two, and it's closed. So we'll go to the antique mall that's nearby, and it sometimes will turn up something nice there. I was here about a month ago, so I don't have any great hopes of finding anything, but we'll see. Got to fill the day somehow, right? Well, I see a case that's got a Johnny Cash Son record and a 78, but I can't tell what the 78 is. If it's on the Sun label, I'm interested. The 78 on Sun Records was a Johnny Cash that I already have, but I found a box full of 78s here that say they're country, so that gets my attention. I'll go to both hand looking right now. So far I found one Johnny Horton, a nice chugging, bass slapping Grady Martin guitar fueled bopper. Decent example of major label rockabilly done right. That's $4, so that's not bad at all. Well, I got a nice 3 or 4 45s at $1 each. Gambling records, but I do gamble. Often as not, it pays off, and it always pays, one way or the other. Okay, that's all good. I picked up a few 45s there, a decent Johnny Horton 78. Nothing big money, but if you buy something for a few dollars, I thought that was $4. Turns out it was only $2. So I'm happy about that. Penny saved, etc., right? If that's a $20 record, then I have done well by spending $2 on it. Simple Texas economics, which are pretty simple, since sometimes we're pretty simple people. So I finally made it over to Eddie's after finding a few records on the way here, and he's playing on that really good player that makes it skip automatically, so he wants to pay less. It's a trick that we all use. This is Fast Eddie, one of the Fort Worth legends. No, he's the Fort Worth legend. I always like to come to his house. I've been coming here since, I don't know, it's been about 30 years. And he's got stuff. He's got stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff.
Come on down and spend some money. I got tons of stuff.
Man, I tell you what, he's got Jimmy Haggett memorabilia that he got from me. He's got the B&B Club in Gobbler, Missouri memorabilia that he got from me. And just all sorts of great stuff that some of it he got from other people. He's looking at records now. He likes Texas stuff.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly.
And I'm not Fast Eddie anymore. I've slowed.
He's medium speed Eddie. Well, we're going to look at records.
Guitar.
Well, Eddie's still looking and he's still figuring.
Yeah.
He's a looking, figuring kind of guy.
Do I got to go get the jar Vaseline?
No. Just Astroglide will do. That or peanut butter. Okay, so we're going to play one here. It's put out by that insanely rare, cool studio Alamo Audio out of San Antonio. It's called Doggy Discs. This is a great one, Eddie. I'm not kidding. It's 3.5 minutes of a Chihuahua. I bought this from the son of the lady who put this out. She trained Chihuahuas, and I don't know what she trained them to do except bark.
He saw you coming, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Are they going to bark on the other side?
There is no other side. Single-sided record.
And you actually sold somebody this?
I sold a copy the other day for $12. Can you believe that?
My great-granddaughter will love that.
Yes, she will. I'll take 8 from you.
Okay, I'll buy it. Anybody that buys like that, there's something wrong with them.
Here's part of Eddie's Wall of Fame. This is one that he got from me years and years ago when I found Jimmy Haggett, who had made one real rare record on Meteor and an insanely rare one on the legendary Sun label. Well, that's old Jimmy in 1957 holding a copy of the Sun and the Meteor records. Later, I bought both those exact copies off of him and was happy to have done so. He needed beer money. Well, he got a beer fortune by the time I was done. Well, time to say goodbye. Another good trip visiting with old Eddie from Fort Worth. You got to come by and see him. He's got records everywhere. He doesn't get out as much as often, so it would behoove you come over here and spend some money. He'll find good stuff.
Absolutely, and it's cheap. That's what the chicken said.
That's exactly what now, if chickens spoke the same language as humans, it'd mean low prices, wouldn't it?
It would, and also trade stuff.
Yeah, he'll trade.
I will.
Yeah, I've known Eddie for, 32, 33 years from now, and I'll still talk to him.
Yeah, every once in a while I have to pay him. But he still does it.
Sound like an uncle of mine. Oh, well, we won't get into that. See you later, pal.
Is that the one with the feet?
The one that had no lower jaw and no Adam's apple. He was weird. Well, that was fun. I always enjoy visiting with Eddie. You know, he's helped me out over the years. I'd be real low on money. I'd go out and dig records. And I'm talking about 1990s. And he'd say, bring them by. And he'd always pay better than anybody else. And good guy. I don't care what people say. He's all right. Okay, we're down on the southeast side of Fort Worth. We're going to hit a big thrift store here that I've found stuff at here and there, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's famine. You know I'm hoping for the good today. Parking is a bit of a bear, and that's a big old hairy bear with claws too. Looks like I got to park in the back. Oh, no, there's a spot. Oh well, I'm gonna need both hands for this. As I keep saying, this is the glamorous part of the job. Some places you go in and they're a little too clean for my tastes. I tend to find better records where things are just in heaps and stacks. This is kind of one of those places. So let's see what we can find. More of that walking, looking thing. I forget where they put the records here. I think maybe they're over on this side now. They've moved things around. But no luck. I have found some boxes though that I need. So I can send 78, so I'm going to go pay for those. Okay, so earlier today I ordered at full price, like an idiot, 12 by 12 by 6 boxes, $1.30 each roughly. And here's a whole bunch of them that I bought the same amount for $8. I think this is a better deal. I can send 78 records in these, and they don't show up broken. Just gotta know how to pack. So any way I can save money translates into more profit. Also translates to more I can spend per record, thereby ensuring people call me first. So what I do. So a little time has gone by, and I'm just hitting various places. Hasn't been a lot open today. Well, a lot of nothing so far for me. Good household knickknacks and such, though. I think me and my loverly wife has bought things here. Sometimes I see real Einsteins driving. Light was yellow. Old Dominion truck started to punch his way through on a yellow, decided to stop. So he's right on a railroad track. And this is not an inactive railroad track. So if a train comes, I'm going to respectfully turn around and go the opposite direction so I don't get any of the shrapnel. Oh well. Well, looks like things are just about closing up for the day. So I'll be saying sayonara right now until next time. I'll see you around. It's been a pretty good day. Got a few good records. Sold a few. Got some boxes. And I didn't get to see the guy get hit by a train.